Welcome to Weekends in My Garage. In today's video, we'll be featuring this Hyundai Palisade. It's a 2026 version. It's been fully upgraded with a lot of cool new features. We're gonna check it out. It's also the calligraphy line, meaning it is fully loaded. So let's jump into it. I wanna thank Antwerp and Hyundai for lending me this vehicle. Along for this quick test drive and walkthrough, I will have Christopher Davis, one of their lead sales consultants, who will take me into a deeper dive into what this car is all about. All right, Christopher, it's time for us to take a deeper dive into this car. So can you tell me a little bit about, first of all, yourself, Antwerp and Hyundai,
Okay.
and then we'll dive into the car.
Well, my name's Christopher Davis. Officially, nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
I've been with Antwerp for about 3 years now.
Okay.
On top of that, the 2026 Hyundai Palisade is most definitely one of the luxury vehicles, but this being the calligraphy, you get immense features.
It's hot.
Luxury.
It's hot.
Absolutely.
It is hot.
Absolutely. Listen, comfort ride, luxurious ride, and convenient ride too. Definitely road ready.
You know, one of the things I appreciated with this car,
Yes, sir.
in the little bit of time we were in it to get over to this location to do the video, it is quiet, it's luxurious, it's, it feels like a really, really expensive vehicle, but it's kind of affordable.
It's
kind of affordable.
It is affordable. Just for the type of Hyundai, because when you think of luxury, the first thing that comes to mind isn't Hyundai. So it kind of takes our customer base by surprise.
Exactly. Check out my video. I did a quick video at the New York Auto Show. At the New York Auto Show, this premiered in 2026 in the same exact color. But I thought it was blue. I have to double check the video. I thought it was blue. Did they offer this in blue?
They do.
Then it was blue. And it had a cream leather interior. It was so clean. It was like I didn't want to sit in it. That's how clean it was. So speaking of the interior and speaking of the exterior, let's do a quick walkthrough and we'll jump into it.
Let's do it.
All right, let's start up with the driver's door. Let's look at the materials. Soft touch, leather, synthetic leather. Has a nice cloth here. We have 2 cup holders. I like the metal switch gear. We have a button here for initiating the massaging for the seats and 2 presets for the driver. Basic standard stuff here in terms of adjusting the mirrors and lowering and raising the windows. So let's look at the driver's seat. So driver's seat, multifunctional seat, lumbar support. Again, carrying over this nice colored leather. It's all perforated because this vehicle has air conditioned seating. This is a really cool button. This is the relaxation button. The relaxation button actually makes this seat kind of lower, extends the this lower piece here, and lowers the actual back support so that you could almost kind of like fall asleep. So you know, always been in those situations, and Chris, you probably had a situation. You waiting for somebody, and you're bored as heck, and you hit this button, and it just stretches you out, and you could just relax and wait for whomever you're waiting for and feel comfortable.
Definition to kick your feet up and relax.
Exactly, kick your feet up and relax. All right, so let me just jump in here into the seat here, close the door, and steering wheel. What do we have in terms of steering wheel? On the left side, what do we have on the left side here,
You have
Christopher?
your active lane management control, which is the bottom right corner. On top of that, your cushioning, so you can actually control in terms of how far you want your Palisade to keep distance from the vehicle in front of you.
Nice. So that basically, when you're driving, this is a safety feature.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
On
Absolutely.
the right side, this is basically making phone calls,
Yes,
receiving
sir.
phone calls.
And yes, sir. You have your answer button right there. The star is your favorites button for your contacts. On top of that, top right corner, that will be more so your voice control.
Okay. And let's jump to the screen here. So this is a very large screen. It's dual screen. This looks to be about probably 11 inches for each screen. I do like that it has sort of a concave shape. So the second half of the screen on the right side, which is the entertainment center, that is facing towards the driver. As I look at the instrumentation cluster here, the coolest feature from Hyundai is this here. When you're changing lanes, Go left, guess what? You can see down your blind spot. There's a camera right over here that shoots down your blind spot. And then if you go right, same thing, same effect. Coolest thing. Every car sold in America should have that.
Absolutely, and this being the calligraphy again, on top of luxury, it offers convenience. That safety feature being they wanted to mitigate, the manufacturer wanted to mitigate as much looking over your shoulder as possible.
Well, we want that. Safety is key. Another safety feature is heads-up display. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it shows the miles per hour pretty bright and sizable. It also has the speed limit, which is helpful, another safety feature. As I come up a little bit, let's look at the rearview mirror. So the rearview mirror, as you can see, standard rearview mirror, but it does a few other things. Yes, it's an e-mirror. We love e-mirrors. Because you know, big beautiful car like this, you're gonna have people sitting in the rear seat. You'll have things in your cargo area, and they're gonna take up space. They're gonna obstruct your rear vision while you're driving. This vehicle has a camera that you can engage to see beyond those folks. I like to call this the camera that eliminates big head people. You have those people in the back seat with big heads, you can't see stuff. All you gotta do is just flip this little switch here, and then you eliminate the big heads. You can see where you're going.
Absolutely.
So we come down to the center console here. I like the switch gear here. The metal accents, they're physical buttons to initiate the various different things, which I do appreciate. And the instrumentation cluster with respect to adjusting the climate control is separate from the entertainment system, which I also appreciate.
Okay.
So as I go and start to initiate some of these buttons, you get an audible response. So this is electronic. It's not physical buttons, electronic. But here is an actual physical knob to adjust the actual temperature for driver as well as passenger. Very, very nice. So look, tell me about this right here. This is interesting.
So we're here. We have our wireless charging pad. 2026 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy offers UVC charging along with the UVC button. So anything that you decide you want to put inside, such as cologne,
Yes, yes.
ace bandage, keys, sunglasses, your wallet,
So let's close this up.
hit
So
the UVC button,
so
and everything will
so
disinfect.
basically in this compartment here, if you've got a phone, you hit this button, it will clean your phone, essentially.
Disinfect, yes.
Disinfect your phone.
Yes, sir.
Now, another cool thing, you mentioned this, I think, which is the 100-watt max power for the UBC. So from the USB perspective, you can power a laptop
Yes, sir, you can.
from just about anywhere in this car.
Absolutely.
All right. This is nice. This is very, very nice. And then down below you have, I like here, a lower tray. So some young ladies like to have a purse. They can slip it right here, out of sight, out of mind, safety reason as well. And then you have a 12-volt outlet for folks who need to use those 12-volt outlets. I don't know anybody that uses 12-volt outlets. So here's another interesting thing. My buddy Doug Moreau was called a quirk and feature of the Hyundai Palisade is this right here. You do not have a physical shifting knob here. You have this stalk here for starting the car, stopping the car, and also changing the various different gears. And the interesting thing is you have to turn this to change from drive to neutral to reverse. And this is a separate stalk attached to the side of the steering wheel. This is very different. This will take some getting used to because most people are used to having a shifter here, or in some cases maybe something over here, or some button. A lot of times, I don't know, a lot of these cars now have buttons.
Absolutely. That's the way of the world now.
I don't know if I like buttons everywhere.
Not having the gear shifter offers you optimal amount of space for your car experience.
Well, and you do have a lot of space here.
Absolutely.
So speaking of space, let's go to the second row. All right, we're going into the second row. So second row pretty much is a replication of the first row in terms of the fit and finish. You see here, nice soft touch, leatherette material, cloth here. You see the same sort of silver switch gear and mechanisms. Now, one thing I want to mention here, that's a speaker, but also above it is a blind spot warning. So if you're in the second row and there's cars coming, this light will turn red to alert you that there are cars coming, so you don't open up the door and have an accident. Real cool feature. Cup holder here, as well as a cup holder here. Pretty cool. So as we come in, hey, there's Christopher. He's relaxing.
Hey guys.
Hey, there he is.
So sitting back is very, very, very comfortable here. Just like the front, the back seat also offers heated and cooling seats.
So that's air conditioned seating.
Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. On top of fast USB-C charging.
That's right, because if you got a laptop, you can charge it. And we have standard house outlets in here as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What is that right here? What is that right here? What is that?
Storage compartment.
That's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
So you have a storage compartment that's available to the rear passengers that's connected to the center console for the front passengers.
Very convenient.
Very convenient.
On top of that, we also have another speaker here for your blind spot detection.
Yep.
On top of the luxury, as comfortable as I just was,
you got to block out the sun. You got to block out the sun. You got to block out the sun.
More convenient.
Yep.
More cool.
Yep.
More luxurious.
All right. So let me jump in here for a minute. You're relaxed. Let me relax as well. All right. So one of the things that I do appreciate, the headliner has Alcantara. So if you're not familiar with Alcantara, Alcantara is sort of that faux suede kind of soft touch feel that you find in much more expensive vehicles. Above you also see the vents for the air conditioning system above. So you got vents above the passengers in the second row to keep you nice and cool or heat you as well. Remember, these are air conditioned seatings. And here are the controls. An interesting place they put the controls, the climate controls for the rear passengers above. Usually what you'll find in the second row is you'll have the air conditioning controls right here taking up space. Having this storage area here is a convenience because you have the controls above. So that's the purpose why they did the switch like that. I think that makes a lot of sense. Let's take a look at the rear compartment area here. Remember, this is a 3-row, folks, so this is the third row. This is a large area here with the third row seats up.
Plenty of trunk space. On top of that, convenience of, usually when you have a back seat offering like this with third row, you usually get the adjustments via string.
Meaning there's a strap. There's a strap usually that you got to grab to pull this thing down. There's no strap to grab anything. You've got buttons here. Tell me about these buttons.
Essentially, what it is, offers a convenience. We'll start with all. You have the ability to lower all rows, second and third.
Very nice.
For more convenience in the event that you do decide to tow something or move something using trunk space. And on top of that, that same button offers you the ability to raise the second and third row seating.
All right, can you lower that one more time?
Yes, sir, I can.
Because I want to measure the width and length of cargo area. You know, when you read the specs on this vehicle, it'll give you cubic feet. Cubic feet means nothing to most people. It's like, how much space do I have to put a sheet of plywood in here or a piece of furniture? How much distance do I have from here to the end of the back of the first row? So let me go measure that. All right, so let's take a look at the depth and length here. So we have approximately 85 inches from here all the way to the back of the front driver's seat. And the driver's seat is situated for someone right now 6 feet tall. So now let's take a look at the width. From wheel well to wheel well, we have approximately 45 inches. So we have 85 depth, 45 width. This is a sizable cargo area with the second row and third row seats down at the touch of a button. This is fantastic stuff here. In addition to that, I also see you got a 12 volt 180 watt outlet here, which is also very, very, very convenient. You've got some latches to tie down things, and I presume this is for the netting that will be going. Yep, excellent. And what's underneath here? Whoa, so you got more space here.
Absolutely.
So this car, does it have a full-size spare, do you know?
Yes, sir, it does. Underneath of the vehicle.
That's pretty cool.
On top of that, you have a first aid medical kit, along with a Palisade aesthetics kit, protect the interior, tire kit repair.
What is a Palisade aesthetic kit?
So essentially, in order to protect the interior,
Yes.
they provide you with a kit.
So is this a detailing kit? I was gonna say, Hyundai supplies you with detailing?
No, but it provides you with little things in case minor repairs.
Gotcha. That's like a
Light stick in the event that you
yeah.
break
That
down
is
on the
really
side
really
of the
cool.
road. Jumper cables,
Right.
super convenient. As much technology is in this vehicle, it's good to know that we can always go back to old times.
So this is another added. That's for the when you got side of the road, you put
Yes,
that
sir.
up.
Absolutely.
Reflector.
Lighting.
Yep. Let's get rolling. So Christopher, you're gonna lead me out of this location back to the dealership,
Yes,
correct?
sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
I do like the heads-up display. The information is really really bright and visible. One of the greatest safety features that I've seen in the last 20, 30 years have come out. Because if you can keep your eyes ahead and not looking down, that's the key.
Gotcha. I mean, in regards to the drive, it just offers convenience, luxury, and I personally feel a big common denominator when purchasing a vehicle is safety.
Yeah, safety is important. Safety is important, particularly if you have a family. The other thing for me is convenience, and having, a lot of space. This vehicle, size-wise, is large, but it has considerable amount of storage, considerable amount of headroom, leg room, front, rear, passengers.
And luxury. It offers luxury.
Yeah, I mean, it's so quiet in here, which I do appreciate.
5-star hotel on wheels.
Now, I think I'm gonna use that in a future videos. 5-star hotel on wheels. So there's some driving dynamics associated with this vehicle, if I remember correctly. So let me see if there's anything here where I can change drive dynamics.
Ready?
Let me see. Oh, there it is? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna go into sport. So where we're at here, we gotta do a real severe merge onto this fast-paced road. So let's see what this thing got. All right. Pretty good.
Absolutely. Late days to work.
So I have it in sport mode. There are several driving dynamic modes you can choose from. You have My Drive, which is, I believe, something that you can configure yourself. Sport, normal, and economy. So I'm gonna go to normal.
Lowers those RPMs. Essentially, the Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy offers 287 horsepower.
Nice.
Is a 3.5 liter V6 engine.
Just not the hybrid, correct? It's
No
not the
sir.
hybrid.
No sir. No sir.
So you have a little bit less gas mileage than the hybrid, but you do have good power. You'll have less torque, obviously, because it's not the hybrid. Now, the hybrid is a little expensive, isn't it? A little more expensive than this car. This vehicle, typically, this is fully optioned out, is around, what, 57, 58?
Yes, sir.
So where would the hybrid version of Calligraphy fully optioned out, where would that rest?
Roughly around 62, 63.
That's not bad.
Not at all.
That's not
at all.
bad.
For extra fuel source, I think that's damn right good.
Not bad at all. And I understand you can get combined driving. When I say combined driving, I'm talking city, highway, on average about 32 miles to a gallon with the hybrid version of the Palisade, which is quite good.
Yes, sir.
And it has a huge gas tank, so I bet you could probably go somewhere around 450, 500 miles.
Yes, sir. Again, convenience, effective, efficient, and
and luxurious.
Now, I do see a little thing right here. My assumption is is that for autonomous driving?
That is for your driver assistance. So in the event that you look over your shoulder. This vehicle has been mechanized to mitigate as many driver errors as possible. Let's say you're texting, looking at your phone. What that small piece does in the middle, it's a camera that will detect your eyes and will let you know, hey, you should probably be looking at the road. In the event that you don't.
So would it vibrate the steering wheel or some indication that, hey, wake up?
Absolutely.
Okay, very good.
It'll send a signal to the dashboard. It'll say keep your eyes on the road. It will vibrate your seat and your steering wheel.
Nice. Another safety feature, which
Absolutely.
we like. I noticed we stopped at a red light here. So we have cylinder deactivation because the car kind of, like, I don't hear the engine at all.
That's your start-stop mode for your transmission.
Is that something I could turn off?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay,
yes,
good. Because that always bothers me when, when light turns green, then it goes and it starts back up again. And, particularly if you want to pull off really quick, you don't have the engine ready to go. So that's good that you can at least turn that off. Now, see, now it's turning back on because it must know the light's going to turn green. Well, Christopher, this has been great. I really appreciate you guys, Antwerpen Hyundai, for letting me have this vehicle to kind of do a quick test drive and walk around. I really appreciate you telling me a little bit about the vehicle. So, again, how should they contact you if they want to buy a Hyundai?
I'm on all platforms for social media. My Instagram and TikTok is CarWhizChris. That's CarWhizChris. My desk extension is 443-636-2308. And my cell phone number is 667-808-8044. Christopher Davis here at Antwerpen Hyundai in Catonsville, Maryland.
Sounds good, Chris. Talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. We'll see you sooner.